welcome to the chat. I hope everyone is doing well. Please go ahead and hit the thumbs up. I'm going to give the room just a minute for a few more folks to join, and then I'm going to dive right in. My apologies for not being on last weekend. Last weekend, I had family in town, so I stayed present in the moment with that. And then they stayed over until Monday morning, and actually, we departed at the same time, going opposite directions. So I was headed to the airport to go out to Arizona, and they were traveling back home. I did take a moment, the resort where I was out in Arizona one morning, to just do like a walk through. That area was literally right behind my suite. It was already like 106, 107 degrees that morning, so it was extremely hot. So I didn't do the full loop or the walkthrough, but the property is absolutely gorgeous. It is the only one of its kind in the country. It is a Native American owned resort. It is a part of the Marriott Bonvoy family. The customer service at that property is second to none. It is absolutely a gorgeous property. They have amazing amenities, and I don't know who's doing their staffing, their hiring, for the different roles, but they are nailing it. So it was an absolutely amazing week. Um, I carried my red Arietta Alto bag on Tuesday, and nothing against all of the women that were there with their little small black clutches, or even the ladies that were carrying their LV wristlets, right? But I don't recall hearing as many compliments and as many questions being asked about bags as there were when I was in some of the conversations in groups. So it is an absolute head turner, showstopper. So if you have been considering that bag, whether you're thinking about the upcoming holidays or just adding a pop of color or making an Alto purchase, it is definitely worth the splurge. All right. So, what did I carry as my actual travel bag? Well, as usual, I waited until the last minute, and I gravitated back to my leisure shopper. I took the taupe colored leisure shopper, which has it's showing some wear because I reach for that bag often, and it is an amazing travel bag. So I've really enjoyed carrying that bag. It, of course, fit everything that I needed while I was there, which was lots of sunblock, bottles of water, my usual wallet, and all of those things. And then because it was a little bit longer flight, a little bit more entertainment on the plane. So it worked out perfectly. So now that I'm back, I am trying to figure out what my next carry is going to be. And I was leaning towards my summer Bone and Sierra leather colors in Pebbled when I realized that I pulled out two different bags, both pebbled leather, both the same color combo, but they are completely different colors. So the first is the pebble grain large Maxine. When I revealed this bag, I had more of a hate relationship with it than a love-hate. And then after I moved into it and actually carried it, I actually love this bag. While it does not feel like a large bag, it has amazing capacity and an outside pocket that has plenty of give. that will store both cell phones standing upright. So I love that I can keep my phones close to me and have that outside pocket without having to worry about, you know, things getting away from me. Zip top closure, great shoulder drop, tassels there on the front, which are removable, braided zipper pull, SDS in the interior, along with the red twill lining, and it does have feet on the bottom that are also reinforced. See, I still need to clean that. That are reinforced. Do I have a cloth in here? I've got my cleaner. Oh, please. So I have, I keep saying that I'm going to do it, and now while I'm talking to you, I'm just going to do it. Or at least attempt to do it. So I pulled this one out because clearly it needs some attention, and I want to carry it before the season is over. But I also have the double tassel strap tote, and it is also in the color bone. And you can see just from right there are two different colors. Both are advertised as bone colored bags, but this one definitely is a little bit more yellow. And this one on camera, under these lights, almost is giving a light gray, blush, maybe even some oyster tones. So now I've got to be a little bit more diligent in my summer bag preference colors, because before now I was just saying bone was bone, but clearly bone is not bone in this particular case. Still love both bags, but I think I'm gonna move into this one because it's more of what I think of when I'm carrying bone. Like when I think of the color bone, the way it's described, it being a year-round neutral, I think more of this. Now this does the same thing, don't get me wrong, it does the same thing, but this is more of the color combo that at least I thought I was buying when I picked that bag up. Okay, so I know that from the title, you guys are probably like, what in the world is she talking about? So I have seen a couple, I'm cleaning my bag for those of you that are just joining. I saw a post that was about one of the new collections that just launched over on Dooney.com. And let's see here. I think I've got it. I can drop some of the links so that you can take a look at what I am talking about. Give me just a second. And it's probably not going to let all of that go. It is not. Oh well. But anyway, the comment was about the Houndstooth collection from Dooney and the fact that it's interesting that both Dooney and Coach launching their red and black, I think those were the only two colors, first. If you watched my shop with me at the Phoenix Premium Outlets, I actually showed a couple of those purchases. They were, not purchases, but a couple of those products, they were actually already on clearance. What I don't know most people realize is that unless there's proof and you can, you know, convince me otherwise, Dooney did that first. The year, so let's go back in our time machines. The year was 2014, and there was a brand by the name of Dooney and Bourke that launched a collection in the August September 2014 timeline, or at least that's around the time that I made my purchase. But they released the Houndstooth pattern as a fall collection. And they had a variety of bags, different from the sizes and the styles that are currently on their site. And I'll drop all of this. I thought I put the information in the drop down, but it's not in there. But it's also not on sale right now. So I know that there will be very few people that are interested in making that purchase now. Okay, but 2014 was the year that Dooney launched Houndstooth. So again, unless somebody can tell me that Coach did that pattern in a collection before 2014, again, Peter wins the round because it has been a collection that debuted with Dooney 9 years ago. 9 years ago, 2014. And during that time, I coveted two bags. I don't believe that at that time I knew as much then about my bag style and bag preferences as I do today. So one of those bags has been used over and over again and is my go-to, and the other one, not so much. But I wanted to at least share them so that people who are considering that purchase will be able to see the pattern up close, and to see the color up close because it's new on Dooney.com. All right, so here's the other thing that I want to point out. It's not 100%, but it's so much better. I need to do a little bit more work on these spots. It feels like something gummy, and I'm gonna have to scrape a little bit. But it's so much better. Maybe I will carry it now that it's clean. Okay, so let's talk about Houndstooth. Houndstooth to me is a fall winter pattern. All right. I do know that Coach released its collection in what I consider to be prime summertime, which to me was a little misplaced. I'm not sure if I quite understand the marketing for the middle of summer, but Dooney has also followed suit. So again, I don't quite understand it other than it being maybe in response to Coach theirs, because I couldn't tell you whether it's trending or going to be trending for this fall. I just haven't. I didn't research any of that before I came on. But when I think of those patterns, I think of cool and cold weather seasons. I think of boots and scarves and gloves, and I think of outerwear as well. And for me, Houndstooth is the perfect pattern if you are wearing a gorgeous green or yellow outer coat. It is also absolutely perfect with red, black, or white outerwear. Dooney also mixed in a little bit of gray, and I'll make sure that you see that up close here shortly. So I have thrown gray into that mix. And here's why I see it as the perfect pattern for the time of year. So you leave home in the morning to go to work. You usually have either on an outer coat or it's in the car, right? You have very little time in from the commute, unless you're like maybe stopping to drop your kids off at school, or maybe dropping something off, somebody off at daycare, maybe running by early morning to check on a parent or something. But for the most part, people don't know what you have on underneath, because you have your outerwear on, and it's your bags, your winter accessories, scarves, gloves, hats, boots, that are more visible. So during that time of year, like if I'm in outerwear, I'm really, really trying to make sure that my bag actually is more paired with my outerwear and the accessories that I'm wearing to keep warm than my clothes underneath. Why? Because if I am gonna run from one building to the next at work, I'm probably not picking up my purse, but I am gonna pick up my coat. If I'm running out to lunch or going to lunch with a group of people, I'm probably not gonna go to lunch without my coat and my bag. So for me, while there are times when I will pair my bag with my outfit, those are just my southern roots kicking in. But I am more in tune to what is my outerwear and what bag is going to pop against that outerwear. And hence the houndstooth, because it just works with those colors of coats. And those are colors that I seem to repeat in my purchases. If I'm one coat out and another one in, if a red is going out, I'm probably replacing it with another red. So let's talk about houndstooth. I purchased 2 bags, one of which I have never carried, and I picked this one up at the time from Macy's. Why did I do black and white? Because the red in Dooney in this houndstooth, so the red is actually where the gray is in the pattern. And I don't know if under these lights you're going to be able to see the... Okay, there you go. You can see the gray now kind of tilt when it's tilted in the actual tooth. I want it to be like a bright, bold pop of red. And while it is red, it is a little bit more muted. So again, for me, the black and white being a little bit more traditional, going with the outerwear colors that I just mentioned, the black and white just worked better for me. My bracelet's gotten poked in my eyelid on my dress. Let me take that off. So I went with the black and white. I'm not normally a black, bag. But again, if you're going to do black, it needs to say something. And to me, the houndstooth absolutely did. Now, this is a dome satchel. It is not available in the houndstooth relaunch. I'm going to call it a relaunch. But it is, there's a different variety of bags, but I wanted you to be able to see the houndstooth up close and personal so that you can start thinking about what you would carry it with, whether it would be something that you can incorporate year round, right? Because you're wearing a white dress or black dress, or if you would save it and it would be like a pop bag in the fall, winter, or if you're going to take the route of outerwear. Now, this bag, domed satchels, I've learned, just don't have the capacity for me. Like around town, local, I seem to do okay with them, but I cannot travel with a dome satchel. Been there, done it. It just will not work for me. But we're having storms here. So I know some of you may be thinking, it is August. She's talking about houndstooth and outerwear. Yes. And I was going to wait. I actually had a conversation earlier with Mo, and I was like, I'm struggling on what to talk about tonight because I have 2 topics that are ready for fall, but it's still the middle of summer. And I started thinking, Stores already, it's August. They have back to school and Halloween set already at the same time. And if your local Sam's and Costco, depending on what part of the country you're in, they also have Christmas decorations that are out. So I can definitely talk about Houndstooth in August. So here is the interior. So it has the snap slip pocket, so just one, and again, this is an older bag, so one snap slip on the back wall, and I'm sorry, this is the front wall, and then it also has a slip pocket that my phone will definitely not fit into. Again, this was 9 years ago. Cell phones 9 years ago fit in there perfectly, not so much today. Today, my phone would need to either go in the zipper or that front slip or just roam around in the bag. And that, again, is a receipt from Macy's. Ordered it, had it shipped. The year was 2014. The month was September. All right. Black rolled handles. Let me go back. It does have a shoulder strap that is adjustable, but it does not have the third center section and the nylon PP. Feet under the bottom, and they are reinforced with leather. And that, I love this pattern. Love this pattern. This size bag, not so much, but the pattern, definitely. All right, now, let's move to the one that I bought and moved into, and she gets her fair share of wear every winter. And it's a tote. Of course, it is a tote. It is the East-West Shopper, I think is the official name. Yes, East-West Shopper, and it's in the color black, because the houndstooth is black and the trim of the bag is black. It has the adjustable shoulder straps. I have not had to adjust them. They come perfectly. It works over a puffer coat. They have also worked great over like a pea coat and a trench coat. I have not had to adjust. I love, love, love the strap detail. It is attached there. Look at that stitch work. Feet under the bottom. And the black detailing on the side. This feels more to me like the Greta Leisure Shopper. If you're looking for something similar in Coach, it would probably be more like the no, not City, because it doesn't have a closure. Like the Central Zip Top Tote, but this one actually closes with a series of snaps. Let me show you. So it has very similar to Russell, medium Russell. So you've got a series of 3 snaps here. So the top is secure. You can also use it open. And given that the bags that are available for this launch are smaller, they do have a career tote. Just keep those dimensions in mind. The way that bag is cut, if you're planning to use it as like a work bag, just make sure that you check the dimensions for your tech, because it is wider at the top than it is at the bottom. But there's a crossbody. Actually, there are 2 crossbodies. There's the career tote, and what is the other one? Bear with me. Oh, there's a drawstring. Says there's a drawstring bag. And they have 3 colors. So they have a shoulder bag, which is giving baguette vibes. They have the drawstring, which is, let me look at the dimensions. They are, do they have the dimensions? They do not have the dimensions. So I'm not sure if it's going to be more like Kendall or more like Tasha in size. It's looking in the pictures like it's more Tasha's. I don't know, because it's going to crossbody. It has a crossbody strap. And it has a brown trim or Timoro, brown Timoro trim on it instead of the black. And then, of course, the black is what I have, the black and white that has the gray. And then the last color is in the green. So somebody keep an eye on Suz. They have both drawstring and green, which is a a vortex combination for her. But okay, so they have the drawstring, they have the shoulder bag, which again is giving baguette vibes. Same 3 colors: the red, the black, the green. They do have a domed satchel. I feel like it looks a little, yeah, the dome is actually a little bit different, the shape of it. This one actually has, are those tassels for the zipper? Yeah, it has tassels for the zipper. These do not. They still have the corner pieces. Gold hardware. It has the gold logo plate in the front, so that's similar. And they both have rolled handles and attachments on the side for the strap. So that one is probably closest to the 2014 launch of this collection than some of the other pieces. I can't remember if I bought a wallet. Because it feels like the Continental clutch was the only one that was available at that time. And 9 years ago, I was very much exploring Michael Kors from an accessory standpoint because I was in the jet set travel wallet, because the Continental clutch was not working for me with all of the receipts and stuff that I had to keep up with. The Houndstooth Career Tote, if you're looking for tote, it's going to look very different. Again, I've got the belting detail. The Career Tote does not. Shoulder drop should be similar. It has tassels. It looks like, tassels. And it also has the corner pieces, which mine does not. I like the fact that it actually doesn't have the corner pieces, because again, it's giving more leisure vibes than the Career Tote that has those corner pieces, but it does have a bit more structure. And then there is also the Houndstooth Slim Crossbody, which is definitely giving Lexi vibes. So that one in the red, actually they're calling it brick, and that makes sense because it's not a bright pop of red. So brick makes sense. So green, black, and brick. I don't know though if I would probably cut the straps off again. As I'm looking at it, I think that, I don't know, because it's got the zipper on the back. It has a leather zipper pull on the back, and then it has the corner pieces. I don't know. Maybe I would leave the strap on the brick if I were to add another piece to my collection. But I just could not sit and not address the fact that there were some comments floating around the internet that said Dooney is following Coach, or the irony of the timing. Dooney actually did it back in 2014, and I don't know if I can, because I picked the tote up from QVC, and the dome satchel was a Macy's purchase. Not that I have to prove it to you, because clearly you can see from the site these are not, it's not the same. Let me just make sure. Let's see here. Make sure no other information. Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to be able to show that without, let's see. Can I flip it? Okay, that may work. And my card number. It gets really tricky when you're trying to show stuff. All right. Here. You know what? Y'all aren't going to even be able to see it anyway. I don't know. There it is. 9/15/2014. Dooney and Bourke, Houndstooth, East-West Shopper, black. So there it is. So 2014, those are the receipts for Dooney actually doing it first. Now, what I will say is that as soon as I saw the Coach collection, I did think, I need a notebook, I need a pencil case, let me see what other accessories are available that may pair well with the ones that I have. The Houndstooth is definitely going to be different. The Coach Houndstooth to me is a bit bigger. It's almost like a jumbo Houndstooth. But again, with the Continental clutch only being the only wallet or accessory that's available right now, I may find myself going back to Coach to find some coordinating pieces. The other thing that I like about this collection coming out again now is any combination of black and white and any pop of color, you can make this work. And Kate Spade was actually having a sale. I don't know if it's still going on or not, but they have the Aristocats collection, and there is a black and white piano wristlet that caught my eye that I placed in my cart and I ordered. I cannot wait for it to get here this week. But as I'm thinking about black and white pieces, it doesn't have to be Houndstooth. It can be in that same color family, or you can choose to put a completely different pop of color with it and customize it and make it your own, so that there's not, the doom and gloom of the shorter days, shorter, colder weather days. This has a great depth. Shoulder drop is amazing, and if I ever wanted to lengthen or shorten the shoulder drop, the adjustments are actually functional here. They're not just on here for display, so I can make the adjustments. The secure top, I typically only use the center one. I don't know. Maybe when I first put my stuff in, I may check to make sure that it's gonna, snap and hold. But I don't worry about the snaps when I'm carrying it. It has been amazing, at least for the last 9 years. So, if you're interested, I will post after this video ends. I'll have all of the affiliate links and all of that down below. The collection is not on sale right now on Dooney.com. It is also not available currently on I Love Dooney. But I do want to go back to the weekly cart from yesterday and make sure that if you haven't seen that correction video, that I pointed out in this video. And that is that the Florentine Double Zip Wristlet, I said yesterday at a price of $126 is not on sale on ILD. It absolutely is a sale. It is a $39 discount. The double zip, Florentine Double Zip Wristlet is available on Dooney.com with a June 2023 launch, but an August 2023 ship. It's like the 29th is the anticipated ship date, and there are more colors available on Dooney.com, but it is at a price of $168. So, as I shared in that correction video that was posted earlier, sometimes it takes a little while for things to get discounted again or moved to sale after an initial launch with a new product. There have been a couple of bags and accessories that launched on Dooney and on ILD at the same time. Not always pre-order on Dooney. Sometimes they're available for immediate shipping. But you get a discount if you purchase over on ILD. And then it disappears and it doesn't go back on sale. Or it takes a really long time. And Lizzie is one of those as an example. First launched on QVC. It took at least a year, if not longer, for it to appear on Dooney.com. Then it was on ILD as a doorbuster during the holiday season for last year. And that little Lizzie is absolutely amazing. It has not been less than $100 since then. It was like $85 or $89 as a doorbuster deal. So, while $39 off may not be a great savings for some, I just at least wanted you to know that the $126 is in fact a sale price, and there are two colors that are available on ILD, the natural and the red. Over on Dooney, they have the natural and red, of course. There's also a navy, a black, hold please, let's see. Y'all, I am tired. I am 2 shades darker. My skin is peeling. I had an amazing time in Arizona, but let me tell you, the elements have worn me down. So let's see here. Dooney. Why did that not pull up? Florentine Double Zip Wristlet. Let's see. Okay. So $168. I did get that right. They have it in black. They have it in natural. They have it in chestnut, red, and navy. It is the exact same setup as the Tech Top Zip pouch from an organization standpoint. The only difference is this one is a wristlet as opposed to it being the little short shoulder bag that can convert to a wristlet. This one is just purely the wristlet. 6 card slots, slip pocket, zipper pocket on the outside and on the inside. Do I have one here? Oh. Well. Let's do this one. So this one is in the color tomato. Did I buy 2 of these? No, I already showed you this one. No, I haven't. I don't know. Just so you can see the setup. But the one I'm talking about is finally available in Florentine. Thank you, Peter. All right, so this is the accessory that we're talking about, but in Florentine. All right, so it has the wristlet strap, and the wristlet is not detachable, just like this one is not detachable. Okay. I love this as a grab and go, which I don't grab and go often, but I love it as a wallet because everything fits. So it has the outside pocket, and don't know if my phone now will fit in here or not. It will, but it's not zipping because I've got an otter box on here, and I also have card holder on the back. But it has plenty of give. This one is in Saffiano in the color tomato. The one that's on its way to me is already in Florentine red. And the natural, it's going to come to. All right, so here is the interior. So you've got 6 card slots, plus you've got the body or the open space here in the center, and then you have a zipper pocket on the front wall. It is an amazing accessory, and I have wanted it in red, and it has not been available in red Florentine, so it was a no-brainer for me. Saffiano tomato. That Florentine, when you first get it, the pocket is probably going to be a little bit tighter because that Florentine is going to need a little bit of time to relax to give you a little bit more give. But you'll absolutely be able to put lots of stuff in this outside pocket. Even if you wanted to use this as like a small cosmetic on the outside, wallet on the inside. If you've got smaller readers, you could throw those in here as well. If you're a small bag carrier, you could throw your keys. Your phone definitely will fit in the inside, and just use it as a small bag. Or if you're getting ready to send a student off, it'll fit perfectly in a backpack. It'll also be pretty easy to, keep up with when they're running about campus and all of the other places that young people go nowadays in college. So I love these. Finally available in Florentine leather, so don't miss out on picking one of those up. It is, hold on, I think I have, do I have a slim wristlet? It definitely has more capacity than the slim wristlet. I saw that earlier when I was in here. Where is it? It is, so I have this, I need to clean this one up too. Maybe that's what I should sit and do. Where did I see that earlier? Hold on, let's see. This looks like a bag full of Coach stuff. Where are my large, slim wristlets? I saw them earlier today. Hold on. I think I have a box that has one over here. Let me sit that there. Let's see. You guys entertain each other. Let me see if I can dig it out so that you can compare. I'm pretty sure that it's definitely smaller. The slim wristlet is smaller, but let me dig it out and confirm if I can do that without everything tumbling over, because there are bags everywhere. But let me see. Okay. Maybe it was in this box. Yes. All right. MCM, put that back away. And here we go. If you guys ever, I have shared this with some of my other tribe sisters, that if my little setup, if the camera ever falls off and you see the mayhem that is known as this area, like outside of the vault, it's a wrap. I'm going to go ahead and just end the live for that night. All right. So I was moving things around earlier today, and that's where I found, I knew I'd seen them. I was just like, where, did I move them? Did I just see them? What happened? Okay. I prefer this 9 million times over. Thank you. I prefer this 9 million times over because while this is slim and it has the little top that is similar to what the Tech Top zip pouch had, this does not have nearly the capacity that the wristlet has. All right, so here we go. So this has been my frustration about this accessory piece forever, is there are absolutely no card slots, no zipper pocket. It is just open space. This version does have the wipeable kind of PVC. Some of the ones that come with like the coated canvas bags, they just have the cotton twill, but this one does have the wipeable lining, and then it's just the slip pocket, just a slip. Phone is can't get your phone in, like, not even forcing it. It's just not gonna fit. It will go in this one with no problems. Plus, I've got card slots, and I've got back zipper, and have front zipper. It is just no comparison. I actually have, these were such a great price. I could not get them, right? So I get, when you watch Suz's channel and she talks about her gift closet, there are some things where it's just like, you know what, I gotta buy it. Even though I don't need it, somebody would benefit from it. That's what this price was, because I think these were $29 a piece, I think, when they were available in Florentine. 29. I'm pretty sure 29 or 39. And so here is a Carrington. I did have that close by. Those are never far away. So it's actually smaller than a Carrington. But I just have struggled, like, as a cosmetic bag, it doesn't have any give. No, it's not wide enough. So I've struggled using it as a cosmetic bag, especially if you're someone that actually uses cosmetics. So if you carry like a mirror, powder, lip balm, hand lotion, a lipstick, maybe a pressed powder, it just starts to distort this, and this doesn't work. Oh, you're welcome, Mo. Look, I don't have my glasses on, but every once in a while I can make out what's on the screen. But then when I thought about just using it as like a small purse, my phone doesn't fit. And the phone that I had before this one, it didn't fit that one either. So a card case, because it doesn't have any organization in it. So you get a card case in there and maybe some cash and your keys. That may work. Or if you go with like a smaller card case, keys, a lippy, you're still going to have to carry your phone in your hand or your pocket. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to figure out how I can make this work, because the way that I have tried in the past, it's the flat-chested little girl in the classroom. She's flat-chested, and she's not going to get a lot of attention, but I do need to figure out how to use her, because I think I bought her in every color. And by the way, this one is not black, it's navy. You can see the red there. But I do need to figure out how to use her so that I can get over the frustration every time I pull them out. So But it will work as a wristlet. But again, you cannot get, now maybe if you have one of the newer Motorola flip phones, that would probably work. Or maybe if you have an older generation of an iPhone, I don't think like the 14 or the Pro Max or whatever, I don't think that that's going to fit in here, but some of the other ones will. But I need to get this figured out. So thanks for putting that one back on my radar. Okay, so how does it compare? We already have. Okay, so for those that want to see what the size compares to a wallet, this is one of my older. This is go-to Continental clutch. I do have some because it was my wallet, but just so that you can kind of see the size comparison to a Continental wallet, because I acknowledge this is going to be too large for some people, even as a wristlet, but that's how it compares to the Continental wallet. How it compares again to Carrington. This is the regular size Carrington, not the large. How it compares to the large slim wristlet from Dooney. How it compares to the Dooney L Zip wallet. Oh, that wallet is small in comparison. A lot thicker, but that's the comparison there. And then, let me see, I thought I had one more Dooney. Alice Double Zip, because I know Alice was like a monster for some people. There's the comparison to Alice. Yeah. And then, which is no longer available, but the envelope clutch from Dooney. This one came, I have it in two sizes, large and then a small one that's a card case. I don't think there was a third size, but that's, and you can see the color comparison again. Tomato in Saffiano and then red in Saffiano. So if you were curious about the differences between those red colors, there's the difference there. Tomato, red. And then there was one, large Carrington, the big sister Carrington. And then, not Jimmy, but compared to Lizzie, because I know several people picked up Lizzie during the holidays. So, if you could make a Lizzie work, then I am pretty sure that you can make the double zip wristlet work. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. So listen, my sister last weekend, I had a bag like this, but it only had Dooney accessories in it. And she got in and got settled and all of that. And then the next day we were here in the evening, and she said to me, "Oh, I see you've already pulled out the Dooney accessories I can take with me." I said, "Touch it and you will die where you are." She was like, "Those aren't the ones that I can go through and pick what I want." No, ma'am. No, ma'am. They are definitely not. And of course, the navy, because her favorite color is blue, mine is red. She pulled out the navy Lizzie, and she said, "This would be perfect." I said, "I know." And I called you, I texted you, I emailed you, and sent you the link, because when it was available at a great price, I did not want you to miss it. And she was like, but I did. I said, I know. I know you missed it because you don't pay attention to some of those things when I send them to you. She's like, "It's because I have a teenager." No, it's because you think you're going to come and raid my stash. And you are sadly mistaken. So needless to say, I still have the red and the navy, and maybe, better luck to her next time. And I she left with plenty of stuff, so don't feel sorry for her. It's not that, but she was not gonna, that one was a no. That one was an absolute no. So that is it for me. I hope that you all have an amazing week wherever you are in the country. I hope that you are enjoying the last few days of summer, that you are staying hydrated, staying in the shade and cool as much as possible, that you are wearing your sunscreen, that you are doing all of those things, because I realized that yet again, it's been like 20 years since I've been out to Phoenix, but I wasn't built for dry heat then, and I'm definitely not built for it now. And my skin was just screaming like, "What are you doing?" So I'm back. I'm trying to stay hydrated. I am skin caring, doing all kinds of things to try to get back into, get my skin back into harmony. I have pulled out now a couple of different bags that I am going to experiment with and finish cleaning so that I can move in before the seasons change, and then I'm off on a completely different bag adventure. Please be sure to hit the thumbs up before you head out. I again hope that you are enjoying your carry, that you are starting to think about the cooler weather months so that fall and winter does not catch you by surprise. Start thinking about the bags that you want to put in rotation so that you can enjoy more of your collection. Thank you so very much for watching. Until next time, I do hope you find something that feeds your addiction. Take care, everyone.